Yo. Once again, welcome back. Welcome back to Hoops and Brews. Um, this will obviously be the last episode of the year. So again, shout out all y'all that's been rocking with us for a whole nother year. Shout out y'all. Appreciate y'all. I hope your Christmas was great. I hope you have a safe and fun New Year's. This will not be a long episode. Just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit. So I feel like a lot has happened. I don't know about a lot, but a few things have happened within the past week. Joe, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. What about you? Yeah, a lot is going on. I'm really chilling, enjoying the holiday season with my family, watching hoops,
How was
posting.
Christmas?
It was cool. I had a pretty good Christmas. I got a few gifts, spent time with my family, had a good day.
Word, fact, same. Speaking of Christmas, obviously the Christmas games happened. Um, I guess we could talk about the Christmas games first. Obviously, the most fire game was the Phoenix Nuggets game. That game was fire. But I always feel like the last game of the night, for whatever reason, is like always a really, really good game. It's
I'm
just
not
late as hell. So like I don't think people watch it like
yeah,
late as hell.
I saw the viewing had the least views. I think every other game. I think the most viewed game was Boston Celtics at 6 million. The one
Makes
before that
sense.
were like four each, and the 4 million each. And the last game that Celtics Nuggets game only had 2 mil.
Yeah,
But
because like it's like
yeah,
Like, bro, if you want to East Coast, that game probably it started at what 9. If you want, like, bro, if you want to East Coast, that shit ended like 1 a.m. I'm not watching that. Actually, no, it ended probably at like 1:30. I'm not watching that, bro. We're not
especially on
doing that.
Christmas. You've been
You know,
eating good all day. You probably been drinking some wine. You're not staying up.
facts. Teddy Hart, thank you. Appreciate the $20, and you are correct. Honey lemon ginger tea does work wonders. I drank some lemon ginger tea the other day because my voice is still hoarse. I could talk again. So, like, yes, you are correct. Honey lemon ginger tea does work wonders. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I hope you had a incredible Christmas, and I hope you have a great New Year. But one thing I do want to talk about first about the New Year's games was um
Christmas game.
yes, Christmas games was John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. Uh
Uh-huh.
John Morant went on national television and said we don't have to worry about anybody in the West. And since he said that, I'm pulling up the Grizzlies record. He said that about 1 week ago. Since he said that, this is what the Grizzlies have done against the Western Conference. They have they have lost to the Thunder, lost to the Nuggets. They beat the Suns, lost to the Warriors, lost to the Suns. Um, they're back healthy now. Everybody for the most part. I know Desmond Bain still working his way in it.
Yeah.
Um, but what do you think about the Grizzlies? Like, do you think the Grizzlies are actual contenders? I think we've talked about this before, but like, what do you
Yeah.
think about the Memphis Grizzlies? Do you
Like we
actually
said,
think this is the team that can actually make an NBA Finals run, or is it just a
like
cute
you
story?
like we said multiple times, the West is pretty much wide open. I think they probably are one trade away. Like you said, they could. I mean, they just got Bane back. He's been obviously pre-injury. He was a pretty much almost a lock for the All-Star game. I would say they were like a top three seed, and he was having one of the best shooting seasons we've seen in the past like 5 years. And he can score the ball, do all those things. But the thing with Memphis, they're just a young hot team, cocky team. They like to talk. I also saw a comment. I think Dylan Brooks said when teams talk back to them, they don't they don't know how to respond to it that way. They still have a lot to learn. They were on a real high horse last season. I think they're just kind of in that process where I'm not really going to say they're getting humble, but it's like it's just not as easy as they kind of made it look last year when they were running through teams and still what seed did they finish last year? They were like a top.
Second, I think they were second seed. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were second, and like you said multiple times, this second on this year now that your scouting board is out, it's definitely not going to be as easy. But for the Grizzlies, I think that they're like they kind of put a target on their back. Like I mean, some like all the stuff in the media and everything they say, and with the target on your back comes teams getting up for you. Like them teams, you see Memphis on their schedule, teams somebody might, oh okay, who cares? But now it's like Memphis might be circling on a lot of teams' schedule, especially after those Western Conference comments that Ja made and all the bannering and all the stuff that they do. So now they're a target, and it's different when you're coming from when you're a target and when you're just an upcoming young team that's fun and everybody's rooting for you and whatnot. Now you get more haters. Now you get more. Oh, is Ja's game that complete? Does he need a mid range? Can Ja really take this team to the next level? They're getting to that level where he's just switching the narratives on them from. We saw it multiple times with over young teams over the years with OKC when they were coming up. They weren't really a threat to now they're a threat, and now it's OKC. Oklahoma had newspaper headlines. What they call Kevin Durant, Mr. Unreliable. You saw
Yeah,
with the Warriors, everybody loved Steph, and when they were upcoming, they upset the Nuggets that year in the first round. Everybody loved the Warriors. Next thing you know, there was villains. Everybody hated them, but they're just they haven't got to the point where they really want anything yet. But they're just progressing and they're learning the. I'm not gonna say learning the hard way, but they're kind of just going through that rough patch that young talented teams who have done damage in the league. What comes back to those teams is pretty much like the regular effective. So I think, but they're gonna be fine. I'm like the West is wide open. They
What's
also
your definition of fine?
fine by their definitive top 4 team in the West. That's pretty much what I mean by fine. I think there's not 4. I don't think you can really confidently name 4 teams that you are for sure better than the Memphis Grizzlies on paper or even just out there on court.
For sure. I mean, for them, obviously their defensive rating is 4th currently. I think they've been first in the league in defense since Jaren Jackson has come back. But my thing with them is like, Jaren Jackson, bro, you got to get this shit together. You foul entirely too much.
Foul a lot.
Entirely too much. That's also why I was like Jaren Jackson. It's like, when people talk about defensive player of the year, here's my thing. When you average, how many blocks does he average? He averages 3 blocks.
That's a lot of blocks.
But you average 3 fouls. But you average as many fouls as blocks. So, like, yes, you're a shot blocker. You jump at everything.
It's not that face. It's not that much of face value. It's like you can't say like, oh, that's still very impressive.
But you jumping at everything. I'm just saying. There's a couple reasons why I don't fully believe in the scene. One, I think even the Christmas Day showed it a little bit. Granted, I won't make too much about it because, again, it's Christmas Day. It was the first Christmas game in Memphis history. They weren't at home. Obviously, Desmond Bane is working his way back. So I won't make too much of the game because, again, it is just one game. But there were a couple of things I did see. For one, Jaren Jackson and these fucking fouls. Brother, you have to stay on the court. And again, he's going to foul regardless. You are a shot blocker. You're going to pick up some fouls. Everybody's going to foul. But, bro, you had 5 fouls in the third. Like, he could not stay on the floor. Like, every time he got in, he would immediately foul. And it was like reach-ins, small things. Like, brother, you are too valuable to this team to do shit like that. Dylan Brooks, too. Dylan Brooks, too. I forgot. I think it was last year. I think Dylan Brooks led the league in fouls. So your 2 best defenders are probably top 10 in foul. Like top 10 if Dylan Brooks averages 3.3 personal fouls a game. That has to be tops in the league. I mean,
they got to be more disciplined for sure. They got to be the top of the list for the Grizzlies head coaching staff and what they got going on.
Where is fouls? I'm trying to find fouls. I know they have it. Where's fouls?
Just for this season?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Oh, personal fouls. He is. Well, actually, 17 fouls. Not actually that bad. Kelly Oubre is actually leading league. No, Kelly Olynyk is leading league in fouls. But Dylan Brooks is 17 in fouls. So it's actually not that bad this year. But last year, if I'm not mistaken, he was first. Last year, Dylan Brooks was. No, Jaren Jackson was second in fouls last year. That's who it was. Jaren Jackson was second in fouls last year. Second in fouls. Point being, they foul a lot. Their 2 main guys foul a lot. Also, granted, obviously, Desmond Bane is working his way back. So I won't put too much on him because before he got hurt, like you said, whatever that man was doing was insane. The way he was shooting was insane. But I still think, again, they need somebody else who can create their own bucket in an actual playoff situation. I think even with the Warriors game, if somebody would have came along with Ja, they would have won the game. It's
that
just
Warriors
literally, yes, literally nobody came along with Ja. Ja was out there giving it his all, balling, going crazy, and nobody came along with him. If they would have go ahead.
That's when conditioned Bane comes in. Like Bane was there. Bane could have. Some people may say he's ready.
I agree. Yes, I remember. I even tweeted this. If Bane keep playing like this, I'm gonna need to take back my comment about them needing a extra scorer. But do you trust Bane's off the dribble game in a 7-game series over 2 weeks?
That's one of those things where you kind of gotta wait and see. But I mean, the wait, like, what's he getting? He was averaging 24 a game, right?
He was averaging like 25. Now I think he's averaging 22. They do have 6 people who are all in double digits. Ja's at 27. Bane is at 22 now. Dylan Brooks 17. Jaren Jackson 16. Tyus Jones 10. Brandon Clark 10.
That's fire.
I think all of those guys, for the most part, need to be some level of setup.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe and Bane is trying to get his way out that category, but I feel you. He's on it. He's working.
So that's my thing about Memphis. It's just like I don't know how much I trust this team as currently constructed. Granted, like you said, they're gonna be a top 4 seed, but I think like they're a team that just gives me second round vibes.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, I could have looked. They could have upset the Warriors last year in that second round. I mean, in that second round, I think they could have knocked them. That was a really bad matchup for the Warriors. I think personally, but like the Celtics and like the Timberwolves, they just play young, stupid basketball, and
They
they didn't
also
have.
could have lost to the Timberwolves. They should have lost to the Timberwolves in the first round. Yes, they could have upset the Warriors. They also could have lost to the Timberwolves. The
They're a very good
Timberwolves
matchup for the Warriors.
lost 2 20-point leads in one game.
I remember that. Yeah.
So they very well could have lost. Like, yes, they could have beat the Warriors. They also could have lost in the first round. Probably should have lost in the first round if the Timberwolves weren't legit stupid. That was some of the stupidest basketball I've ever seen played in my life. How do you lose 2 20-point leads in one basketball game?
No
So again,
guard.
yes, correct. D'Angelo Russell was not getting the job done. But yes, so this team just gives me very second round vibes, personally. But moving on,
Another Christmas game. We got to talk about. I know you seen Tatum on Christmas. You see what he did to Giannis.
yes, but here's my thing with the Bucks. I have to reserve all my Bucks takes until they get a healthy roster. Like Chris Middleton isn't back. Like last night, granted, after Giannis tweaked and threw the ball away, they threw the ball at Giannis. They threw the ball at Giannis at the top of the key for the game. Literally, when he got the ball, I said, "Hell no."
You're not
Giannis,
saying that same. If Tatum gets the ball in the situation, you're not saying the same thing.
well, because Tatum is a better off the dribble scorer than Giannis. So, like, yes, as far as like work getting his own shot, that's not in the paint, than Giannis. So, like, well, yeah.
You see how well they defended Giannis. They kept forcing him to shoot that little 15-footer. They
Yes.
kept forcing him.
Well, first of all,
Even
he
when
was
he got
fucking
to them, they
forcing
bumped
it.
him.
Number one, he was forcing it. He was forcing the 3-ball like entirely too much.
He shot at like 5 of them, probably, right?
Yeah,
After
like
that lift.
stop, bro. You're like really letting them off the hook. But also, I just think with Middleton not being there, Giannis has to do so much, like so much when he's not there. Like if this is just a Middleton that we're gonna get this year, a guy who's been consistently hurt, it's just gonna be tough for them because Giannis has, again, they don't really have any, like, yeah, Drew can do a little bit, but outside of that, they're another team. They could probably make a trade to get probably another guard who could do something off the dribble because they have no one else unless Middleton is there. Drew is a little bit that can get it done consistently off the dribble. And I even think Drew is playing too far up with Middleton. I think Drew is a great third option. But when he has to be your second option, I think that you're putting a lot of pressure on him.
That's fair, but can we also? Boston looked very, very, very good.
Oh, Boston looks like a good basketball
Kind
team.
of like Jock Bond, Joe Mazzulla is doing outstanding in Boston. I mean, the way they move the ball and the scoring on top of that. When I screamed, I lit the Christmas house up when Tatum yammed on Giannis like that. But they're hard to stop. It was a heck of a game. I think that just showed another reason why Tatum is not that far behind from the Giannis's of the world, and why he is right now pretty much a front runner for MVP, like without like top 1A, 1A ish. But that was probably my favorite game from Christmas. High scoring. I don't think it was. They had like, I know it was like 90 something plus after the third quarter each team. Yeah, but I mean that was my highlight of Christmas for sure. That game was fun.
Yeah, I mean that was a fun game. But what I did want to talk about was the Los Angeles Lakers. First of all, prefacing that, Luka Doncic. Did you see the shit he did the other night?
Oh, the 60-20-10.
Only the Knicks would allow that to happen, by the way. Only the Knicks. But that was incredible. I just want to give Luka props for doing that.
Those are legitimately my career numbers. Like I put that exact stat line up in my career 1 trillion times.
Gee, that's hard, though.
It's hard, insane. Yeah, it is hard. I can't hate. I mean, it is like it's fire. As much as I'm not a fan of that Mavericks basketball, he did his job. It looked like Superman out there. I don't know what to say.
Nah, that's again. It was like again. Only the New York Knickerbockers, the Knickerbockers of New York, would have this happen to them. It couldn't have happened to a better franchise. Like some of the leads we've seen lost recently are just like insane. But the Lakers, this is a funny story. I woke up, I missed the first game because it was super early. I was like, who plays next? The Lakers. I was laying in bed and I'm like, they're gonna get cooked. Why am I watching this?
Well, versus Heat.
No, versus I do that.
Oh,
I
the,
no, I have a story about that game
okay.
too from fucking yesterday. But no, that game. I was laying in bed I was like half asleep in the third quarter. All I heard was Mavericks 3, Mavericks 3, Mavericks 3 for like fucking
Gee,
5 straight
they were
minutes.
up. They
All
were
I
up at
heard was
halftime.
Mavericks
Lakers
3.
were up at halftime. G, they just completely melted down in the third quarter, like per usual. They blew the game
Literally,
up, and also it does not help the fact that we start Patrick Beverly and Dennis Schroeder together. That's not helping nothing. We starting that game off down 10, and we bring. I really like the Reeves Westbrook backcourt. But some of the, I mean, I hate to say, I hate to, I know the roster is trash, and I hate to, because Ham is in a really tough spot, but his rotations have been very questionable as of late. Bench and Russ sometimes in the fourth. And gee, Patrick Beverly and Dennis Schroeder, you can't start games with them. Like, what can they do? Gee, they was complaining about Brown. They swung it to Schroeder last night for the three. He airball. Patrick
see,
Beverly
but
is
like
just,
he airballed by like
bro.
a mile though. I haven't seen anybody airball like that in the NBA damn near ever. Like it didn't go over the rim. It was nowhere near the basketball goal.
It's just like, bro, like, oh my goodness, G. Like, it's just a dumpster fire. It's insane. Look, it seemed like just yesterday we just won 8 out of the last 10 and everything was
So
moving.
question. I posed this question to Twitter. We should discuss this. Which team is worse? LeBron's team this year or Kobe's 05-06 team?
The one you
Think
said
about this before
without AD though, right?
yes. With that, think about this
Kobe,
before you answer.
Kobe's team was worse, bro.
Was it really?
It was.
Was it
It
really?
definitely was. Look, so all right, so you go obviously Bron, Kobe. I guess they something. No, they don't cancel out Kobe, but that was Kobe's prime. But all right, Westbrook and Lamar them kind of cancel each other out. That's fair.
I'm saying yes. Now let's
That's fair. And then
now,
now let's go
now
down
look,
the list after that.
hold on. Hold on. No. I got you. I'm
I know
pulling it
what
up
I
right
was
now.
ripped. I promise.
I'm pulling it up right
Luka
now. All
Walton.
right. Hold on. Nope. That ain't even Smush Parker, Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie Walker. Come on, don't do that.
Hold on.
Don't
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Smush
don't
Parker
even
was
start, G.
no. Listen. Smush Parker was not as bad as people remember. G. He was not god awful. If you look at his numbers this year, no, look, listen. He scored 11 points. He shot 44% from the field and 36% from three. Three
Lonnie is at least
rebounds.
14, right?
Hold on. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and almost gave you 2 steals a game. That's not terrible. Compared to
Okay,
Lonnie
it's
Walker
not.
right now,
What's
it's giving
funny?
you 14. It's giving you 4. It's giving you 14. Also, keep this in mind. The average score of a game is higher now than it is in.
Oh my God, bro, you nasty.
Wait,
You're
listen.
nasty.
Lonnie Walker this year, 45% from the field, 38% from three, two two rebounds, 1 assist, no steals per game.
Lonnie G. Next.
Hold on.
I'm about
If
to
you
ask
do
my
no,
group
look,
chat this
listen.
question right
If you
now.
do per 100 possessions, per 100 possessions, I'm gonna go to Lonnie Walker. Hold on, Lonnie Walker per 100 possessions. Lonnie Walker is giving you okay. He giving you 23. He giving you 23, 3, 2, and 1. Smush Parker per 100 possessions is giving you 17, 5, 5, and 2.7.
Wait, that was who had 17 per 100 possessions?
Smush
And then Lonnie was what?
17.9. Lonnie Walker was 23, but Smush gave you 5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, and 2.7 steals. And his defensive rating was better. And his offensive rating is only 4 is only 4 points worse. Are we sure about this? I might want to call this a wash.
You want to call it a wash?
I might want to call this a wash.
Lonnie's still more of a threat, bro. Lonnie can catch lobs. Lonnie might catch a body. He's more of a threat than
Smush
Smush
gave you
Parker, bro.
2.7 steals.
Lonnie might be on team scouting reports.
Smush
Smush
gave
Parker
G.
is not thought about.
Smush was giving you 2 steals a game.
2 steals? How many fouls? You talking about how many fouls?
1.8.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's all right. Whatever. In my book, that's a wash. Back down the line. Chris Bryant. I mean, not Chris, Thomas Bryant or Chris Mims. That's a wash, G. That's a wash, G. That's a wash, G. That's a wash, G. That's a wash. That's a wash, G. That's a wash, G. That's a wash. That's a wash, bro. That's a wash, bro. That's a wash, G. That's a wash, G. Literally, the stat line is damn near identical. Thomas Bryant is giving you 10.9, fucking 5.6 rebounds, 1 assist. Chris Mims gave you 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist and 1 block. That's a wash, G.
That's not a wash. Have you seen
what
Thomas Bryant been doing the last 10 games without AD?
Have you seen Chris Mims?
He just got his legs up under him. He's been killing since AD got hurt. He's averaging like 15
bad. Chris Mims wasn't bad.
He couldn't shoot like Bryant.
Chris Mims was not bad, G. Chris Mims was not terrible. Chris Mims was a quality pro, G.
Thomas Bryant over him, though.
Huh?
Everybody's taking Thomas Bryant over him.
I don't know about that. I just think people don't remember Chris Mims.
I definitely remember Chris Mims because I used to play 2K season with him.
He was not terrible, G. He was not terrible.
I'm taking Bryant, G.
I don't know about that. All right, Brian Cook or Austin Reeves. I'm taking Austin Reeves.
Brian Cook, this power forward?
Yeah, or Austin Reeves. I'm taking Austin Reeves.
All right.
Kwame Brown or Dennis Schroeder. Think before you answer this.
You gonna pull up this shit, Dennis?
I just say, I think that could be a wash, G. I think that could be a wash.
You said Brian
Kwame
Cook?
Brown.
Bro, Brian. Kwame Brown.
No. Brian Cook, Austin Rivers. Give me Austin Rivers.
Wait, you mean Reeves?
Yeah, Reeves.
Yeah. And then you said, what's the next one? Kwame Brown or Dennis Schroeder?
Brown or Dennis Schroeder. Look, my point is,
you good on-ball defense.
So you taking man.
Dennis stats are probably nasty this season. What is Dennis averaging? I know it's not something. I know it's not fire.
10 points and 3 assists, shooting 44% from the field and 34% from 3. Kwame was averaging, keep in mind, this is a different era, 7 points and 6 boards, shooting 52% from the field.
And he was a starter?
Yeah, but he only took 5. Kobe took fucking 20. G, Kobe took 27 shots per game, G. Kobe shot the ball 27 times a game, bro.
7 points and 6 rebounds from your starting power forward.
He only shooting the ball 5 times, bro. Kobe shooting the ball 27 times.
You don't need to be shooting the ball more than 5 times.
He did. I'm just saying he only shooting the ball 5 times a game, bro.
That supports my argument.
I don't know about that.
You don't need to be shooting the ball more than 5 times. The man couldn't put small hands. He can't catch. You don't have a post move. He can put the memory. Oh, no.
All right, hold on. Wait. Devin George or Troy Brown Jr.?
That's probably a wash.
Gee, these teams are pretty much identical, bro.
That's probably a wash.
These teams are identical. They're both about as bad.
That's
neither one of these teams. Go down the list. Luke Walton, Patrick Beverly.
I'm gonna go with Luke Walton, G. Luke Walton, the OG legend.
Luke over Pat.
I'm taking Luke Walton over Pat.
Nah, I'm not taking Luke over Pat.
You're not taking Luke over Pat?
Over Pat, no. Over Pat, no. I'm not doing.
Walton was a playmaker at least.
I'm not taking Luke over
open 3.
I'm not taking Luke over Pat.
Was a playmaker who could get an open 3.
I'm not taking Luke over Pat.
No, give me
I'm
Luke
not
Walton.
taking Luke over
Walton
Pat.
Give you a behind the back pass.
Taking Luke over Pat. Patrick Beverly this season. 6 points.
I'll give me Luke.
Listen, 6 points, 2.6 assists, 3.7 rebounds. He's shooting 37% from the field and 31% from 3. Luke Walton 05-06.
Did he play that game?
Who?
Luke, how many minutes did Luke Walton play?
19 minutes. In 19 minutes, Luke Walton and Patrick Beverly playing 27. In 19 minutes, Luke Walton gave you 5 points, 2.3 assists, and 3.6 rebounds. If you per 36 it, Luke Walton gave you 9 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, and a steal.
That's fire. That's Ben Simmons.
Patrick Beverly. If you per 36,
that's Ben Simmons.
Listen,
that's Ben Simmons without the athleticism.
If you per 36,
give me Luke.
I'm
I'm
naming this
taking Luke.
episode. I'm naming this episode. Ben Simmons is Luke Walton without Luke Walton is Ben Simmons without the
Athleticism or
yeah,
defense.
athleticism. Patrick Beverly per 36 is
Give me Luke.
listen is 8 points, 5 boards, 3.5 assists.
Yeah, that's my man. You got that Lonnie Walker or Sis Parker. He said, "I'm leaving the chat."
I'm leaving the chat. It's hilarious. Yo, hold
But
on, wait.
I'm taking Luke, bro. I'm sorry. Patrick Beverly, bro, and his antics and him just doing this every time he get a layup. All talking about all aggressive, bro. Give me Luke. I gotta go with Luke. That's easy for me, bro. Luke. I mean, Patrick Beverly has been a fucking disaster. Besides his occasional pesky defense on All Stars, no.
That is
And his
hilarious.
energy.
That is hilarious. Going down from there, Andrew Bynum or
And this is what rookie Bynum.
rookie Bynum, Andrew Bynum or Winning Gabriel. I'm telling you, these
Let me
teams.
hear rookie Bynum stats. I don't know rookie Bynum stats. I know he was. I know.
Ricky Bynum gave you. Damn, no, that's no, hell no. Ricky Bynum gave you a point and a rebound.
Fuck out of here. William Gabriel. Give me Wilson Gabriel. William Gabriel hustle plays over that. Give me William Gabriel's dive on the floor for that shit.
All right. Sasha Vujacic. Listen, Sasha Vujacic.
Number 10. That was probably young Sasha Vujacic, so I'm gonna go weak ass none.
I'm going Vujacic. Nigga, that is a wash. These are washes.
How many minutes did Vujacic play that season? And because I love prime Vuk.
Vujacic played 17 minutes per game. He gave you 3 points basically.
Okay.
Kendrick Nunn this year is playing 11 minutes per game, giving you 5 points. That's a wash, bro. My point is this. This team is just about as bad as that Lakers team. It's about the same.
I can't be mad at it, but I'm still taking this team slightly. But I feel you.
Minus ADG, this team is about that bad, bro. Brings me to my point about LeBron's comments after last night's loss to the Heat, which was funny as hell. I cut on the game. I was watching it until halftime. I was like, I'm about to leave the house because they about to get smoked. Took a shower, came back to the TV, down 15. I was like, yep, I'm leaving the house. I'm not watching this.
Same for me. I left at like second quarter and I came back for the fourth quarter. I drove to my auntie house. He was giving us a wash already. I'm like, but yeah, it was clamping him up. First half, Luka didn't even take a shot till like 2 minutes left in the first quarter. LeBron was doing his little old head moves and stuff. You had that one play that went viral. We was looking good. LeBron, Lonnie, they was hooping, sharing the ball. But then that third quarter, they called fire. Tim Hardaway had like 2 points at the half and finished with like 28 or something like that. You know, it is what it is. But Lakers just in one of those. I don't really like giving them too much attention nowadays. But yeah, the Lakers is tragic.
What did LeBron say? LeBron said,
LeBron.
Where is the full comment? I'm trying to find the full comment that he said. What's the full comment? Hold on. He said, I am a winner. I want to win. I want to give myself a. He said, I want to give myself. I'm a winner. I want to win, and I want to win and give myself a chance to win and still compete for championships. That's always been my passion. Playing basketball at this level, just to be playing basketball, is not in my DNA. It's not in my DNA anymore. What do you think about those comments?
I just think it's LeBron being LeBron, dodging accountability. What does he mean by not anymore? It's kind of just like this team is the way it is. A lot has to do with what you wanted to bring, what you wanted to play with. The fact that you wanted to bring over Westbrook, the fact that you wanted to bring him over and sacrifice all cap space and leave the rest of the team with you, AD, Westbrook, and vet minimums. I don't know. It just seems like at this point the LeBron LA road has it's like the Titanic. It has fallen down. I mean, I don't know. I don't as much as I don't want to say this season is a wash yet because AD maybe can come back sooner. Maybe Pelinka and those guys.
At least a report came out today. Told you All-Star break. All-Star break or possibly the season.
A report came out today from who?
I think what's his name? Tim McMahon.
Yeah, I think that's his name. Or is it no Dave McMahon, right?
I think it's Dave McSum. But anyway, it said they said he won't be back until at the very earliest mid-January.
I mean, that's before All-Star break. But I mean, I don't want to say this season is a wash yet. But if this season is a wash, I just think that LeBron LA thing should be. I know he signed that extension, but it should be over.
So you want
I
to trade
mean, maybe
LeBron?
him and AD trade both of them for as many assets as you possibly get. I mean, what do we gain from this besides ticket sales? And I think that we should be more than ticket sales. G. The Lakers are more than ticket sales. I don't like. This shit lame. I had way much more fun watching Lonzo and them, Lonzo and them run around the court and compete every night than LeBron James out there dribbling the ball, complaining to the refs after every fucking inconvenience. And it's just I'm over it. Like it's just like LeBron, you don't look like if this how you feel like the pieces or whatever. Then just like request a trade this summer, pull a KD, but like you feel me, and do the dash. AD can go too. Like both of y'all they want to point the they want to point the finger at the front office of all this as much as they can, but y'all don't play enough. And when y'all do play, y'all got us below 500 every season for the past like 3 years for the majority of those seasons. It's just like, bro, just leave. Let's get whatever we can for you and let's keep it pushing. Like it is like this shit is weak. Like I mean, I don't.
It's a tough situation. I mean, so honestly, like, I mean, yes, I feel them. Like, nobody wants to play basketball and just go out there and just lose. Like, especially when you're 38 years old. Nobody wants to do that. Wait, you had the Lakers going 9-0 to start the season?
No, I never said that. Jake Hills, what?
You had the Lakers going 9-0 to start the season?
I did not have them going.
We might have to pull up the footage.
I did not say that, bro.
Because I remember I had the Lakers losing their first, like, I was like, the Lakers going to lose. They might not win until Thanksgiving.
To be fair, AD was not there yet the first, like,
what you mean he wasn't there? Yes, he was.
He wasn't there yet. No, he wasn't.
He was there.
No, he wasn't. Not till he didn't turn into himself till about a month ago.
They saying you said that, bro.
Bro, y'all stop knocking that shit out.
They said you said that, bro. They said you said that, bro. And they was going to start off 9-0. They said you said that, bro. They said you said that. But no, I mean, it's just a tough situation. I mean, like, again, obviously, one, yes, management hasn't been the best. Number one, you win a ring, and then you proceed to destroy the entire team that they won a ring. Then you proceed to destroy the entire team that won the ring. Yo, come on. They gave
see, look, not literally. See, exactly. I'm glad he admitted. Not like I definitely didn't say that. Now I know shit, but I feel you. I was excited heading into the season. We got a healthy Brian, healthy AD. And we saw it, what they could do. We saw what they could do when they were both out there and balling. They won. They had a stretch where they won 8 out of the last 10, and they beat Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, they were beating good teams. They should have beat about 4 to 5 of the top teams this season if it wasn't for lack of execution in the postseason. I mean, not the postseason, in the clutch.
Appreciate you once again. Trade AD to the Pacers for Mathurin and future picks. Then sign Kyrie and Addis. That's not gonna work, but
Nah, we good on that. I respect it though, Teddy, but nah.
I feel you, but no, brother. I mean, go ahead.
I'm saying, I mean, trade. I mean, I'm not trade. If you're gonna trade AD, just trade Bron too. Don't need to keep one of them behind. They said Bryce could go to IMG Academy out there in Cleveland or whatever. I think LaMelo went there, but yeah, I mean, send us Evan Mobley, maybe a pick or whatever, and then we get cracking. But yeah, LeBron. Thank you for the bubble ring so much. That was a fire year when we was all down in the pandemic. I appreciate you for that ring. But yeah, besides that, great. Thank you. You had a good time here in LA. You've been here jocking Kobe the whole time, still in his mood, stole his shoes. Your new shoe looked like the Kobe. But I mean, it is what it is. It's part ways, and I can get back to my normal. I grew up rooting for basketball. I rooted for the Lakers. I rooted against the Clippers, and I rooted against LeBron. Now he joined the Lakers. I can go back to my roots of where I originated my love of basketball at, and I can just But yeah, let's get it cracking, Brian. Get out of here, man. If you can't win with these rosters, they too trash for you or whatever you want to air them out in the media, go ahead and request a trade. Be bold, do your thing. Good.
Do you know what IMG Academy is?
We're the Lakers. We'll be all right. Yeah,
actually, y'all won't be okay. But
Yes,
continue.
we will. Yes, we will.
You weren't okay for a decade. First of all, okay, let's be real. Lakers management has been bad since they gave Kobe that money. Lakers management has been bad for like 10 years. The Lakers low on the highest of keys. The Lakers have been one of the worst ran franchises of the past decade.
That's not true.
What do you
That's
mean?
a lie. Now
What?
when you draft some of the talent that they've drafted over the last 10 years, hell no.
Look
Look at what every Lakers player is doing around the league. Everybody we drafted is an impact player for some team around the league. Everybody, damn near.
Listen.
Like 90-80%. How many teams can say that?
A couple of them. But
a lot of teams can't say that.
Listen. This is 2012. This goes back. This will put you back in the Dwight year. No, first of all, before that, the fucking box Chris Paul trade, number one. We have to put that in there. Starts with the box Chris Paul trade.
One of the worst moments of my life.
Box Chris Paul trade. I forget the exact story, but the box Chris Paul trade is one of them. Then you go to Dwight Howard.
Not our fault.
Who literally said, "I don't want to be here."
Pussy.
He couldn't fucking feel his back.
He admitted afterwards that he was fucking. He didn't.
Regardless,
he didn't know.
Regardless, you let Dwight Howard leave. You signed Kobe, who deserved the money because it was Kobe Bryant. But you signed Kobe to the highest paid contract in the NBA. He was not worth that money. Then you proceeded to do nothing besides try Kobe out there for fucking ticket sales for 2 years and be absolutely god awful.
You didn't really have much of a choice. You didn't really have much of a choice.
LaMarcus Aldridge told you no. Every single star you tried to recruit told you no. Paul George told you no. LaMarcus Aldridge told you no. Kawhi Leonard told you no. Many stars told them no. Then LeBron James woke up and decided, I want to go to LA.
Yeah, to be on every fucking commercial break while we down 20
regardless,
in 5 different LeBron commercials.
Magic joins, LeBron comes to LA. Magic Johnson decides to quit on national television on a cold, I don't know what month it was, whatever day, said, I'm not going to be here on national television, called a fucking impromptu press conference right there in the hallway at Staples Center. Okay? They trade for AD. Cool. They win a ring. Then they proceed to get rid of everyone who helped them win said ring.
You skipped the part where we were able to. You have to draft right to be able to trade for AD. We don't draft Ingram. You don't draft late. You don't find gems like Josh Hart late in the draft. You don't find Larry Nance's. You don't find these guys. If you don't find these guys late in the draft, you don't have the assets to trade for AD. So the front office put them in a position to be able to trade for Anthony Davis. So that's a plus right there for what the management has been able to do.
But listen, I'm just saying, they've been one of the worst ran organizations in the high key, one of the worst ran organizations in the NBA.
I don't agree with that.
Yes. And this again, they lucked up in LeBron coming. They lucked up in LeBron just magically wanting to come to LA. But like I said, generally speaking, they've been one of the worst ran organizations in the NBA over the past decade. There are many moments of fucking malpractice. First of all, you signed Rob Pelinka, who's never been a GM. He was just Kobe's agent. You signed him. They win a championship. Cool. You give him an extension. They extended him this summer.
Why would you want an extension? To make sure that he's comfortable where he's at and to know he is actually going to be here so he can make the moves he makes. I mean, I wouldn't want the general manager of my team to be uncertain if he's going to be here next few years. That's not how you build winning culture, G. That's not winning culture. Not knowing if you're going to be there the next day. That'd be like if I went to work tomorrow and I don't know if I'm going to be there Saturday. Like, I'm not going to give you shit if I'm not going to be there the next day.
What move has Rob Pelinka done in the last 3 years that says I should give you a 4-year extension?
In the last 3 years, he did what every GM would have did in this situation. Listen to LeBron James and trade for the guy he wanted. He did what every GM would have did in that situation. 90% of GMs would have just, oh, you want me to go bring you Mr. Westbrook, Mr. Triple-Double? Even though it might not fit? Okay, you got him. Now make something happen. And then they didn't make nothing happen. He did what pretty much every GM would have did in that situation. You don't really have much of a choice. Everybody knows LeBron James.
You definitely have a choice.
The top
you
players
can tell him no. You can tell him no. You can literally tell the man no. You can
That's
tell him no.
not LeBron James.
They telling him
No,
no right the fuck now.
I mean, because you don't now you don't have a choice. Now the back is against the wall. We have two outside of our swaps. We have 2 picks in our name over the next fucking 17 years or whatever it is. Of course. Oh, I like that. Louis for we not don't let LeBron dodge accountability here in this situation.
No,
It's just as much his fault as it is motherfucking Pelinka and everybody else's fault.
for sure.
But Pelinka hasn't. He did what every GM would have did in that situation. I'll stand by that. Pretty much.
I'm just
Why
saying.
you think Dan Gilbert was happy to let LeBron go?
I'm just saying.
In the letter he wrote when LeBron left, I finally get my team back. That's a Dan Gilbert quote when he left Cleveland. Producer Rob Pelinka will feel the same way once LeBron James departs from Los Angeles. And we get
I am just saying, you won a championship, then proceeded to switch the entire direction of the team the next season.
That's fair.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
I mean,
the fuck are you doing, bro? You won the championship with defense. You have Frank Vogel as your coach. You go and sign Carmelo Anthony. Shout out Melo. I enjoyed watching Melo play basketball last year. But what the fuck?
Melo wasn't that bad. You should be in the league right now. Melo should be in the league right now, G.
Why should he be in the league right now?
Because Blake Griffin is in the league right now.
Blake Griffin actually does all the little things that help a basketball team out. Like play fucking defense, take charges, and rebound.
Carmelo Anthony does what all the teams want to do is shoot threes.
Literally, Jalen Green went post game and said we want to target Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony should not be in the league right now.
Pretty sure if Blake Griffin was getting crunch time minutes in the game versus the Rockets, they would do the exact same shit to him.
No, you wouldn't. They would They would put Blake Griffin on Alfred Şengün.
What's no guarantee Şengün even gonna be on the court though?
Yes, he would. He always plays crunch time minutes. They don't go that small. Blake Griffin is on teams because he can play. He does all the little things that help a team out.
He can play too.
I think Melo can score, and I think a lot of people in the league can score 15 points if given the chance. Huh?
Blake Griffin can't score.
I think most people in the NBA, if given the chance, can score 15 points. That's what Carmelo Anthony does at this point.
You said
a lot of players signed the clutch?
I didn't know that.
Is that true?
I didn't know that. I have no idea.
Did Darvin really signed the clutch? If so, that's fucking hilarious.
But look, I mean, as much as you say, a lot of players don't do it. Troy Brown not even can't get you what Carmelo was giving you last season on the offensive end. He still somewhat had a unique offensive talent that he brought to the game. If Blake Griffin can play, who else is in the league that probably don't need to be in this motherfucker? Still getting minutes. Udonis Haslem starts when the Heat have injuries. Udonis Haslem is out there. Carmelo Anthony can play somewhere. Udonis Haslem plays sometimes.
Wait, is he really? Is he really signed the clutch?
Gee, Todd Gibson is still in the NBA.
Todd Gibson does little things.
But don't act like that's the whole game, though. Basketball is not all about the little things. It's more to it.
I'm just saying, a lot of people can get you 15 points. Said the Lakers really are.
A lot of people can do the little things.
Yes, I agree, and I think that. I also think that Jeannie. Granted, I have no idea. I don't think Jeannie has the same. I think the Lakers are more focused on just selling tickets than they are on winning championships per se. But that's just my personal opinion. I think they're more focused on selling tickets. I think when Jim was there, obviously, they wanted to win games and sell tickets. Now I think their main focus is just selling tickets. I mean, just again, look at what they've done over the past 10 years.
Todd Gibson's still nice.
Nice and strong. Nice and strong. He's solid though. Nice and strong, but he's solid though.
Even bro, it's a lot of Melo's. I'm not saying his run is over. That's fair. He's not never making an All-Star game or anything like that. But he should still be in the NBA. JaMychal Green is still the money from the Warriors. All these players are still in the league that Melo is probably arguably easier better than. I don't know. It don't make sense.
Melo's better than him if we playing 1-on-1.
JaMychal, he better than he's better than Todd Gibson. He's better than JaMychal Green. He's better than Blake Griffin. He's better than
playing 1-on-1, sure, but as far as a team game, I think those guys fit better on the team.
Right now, you're evaluating the little things a little bit too much.
No,
you're
I'm not.
The screens and the
you put Melo on the Celtics. What the fuck he gonna do?
He gonna be a weaker version of Grant Williams.
I already got Grant Williams. What I need you for? And he would not, because he's not gonna play the same defense. And you're not gonna get that many shots because I got Tatum and Brown.
He's a spot up shooter. He's gonna be Grant Williams without the defense. Literally, give him
Why
15
do I
minutes a
need
game.
that? Why do I need that?
What do you mean? Why do you need him?
You want me to get a spot up shooter who can't guard nobody? Why do I need that?
Can't guard nobody is a stretch.
Excuse me?
He can't guard in space. He can't guard pick and rolls, but he can guard. He can
So who the fuck you finna guard? I have to lead just pick and roll and guard in space. Who you finna fucking guard?
put him at the 3. He can. I mean, you
Really?
can play the Lakers. Just mad people you can guard in the
We
Lakers.
gonna switch, and we gonna ball your ass up.
See, Melo, look, he might have got targeted that one game versus the Rockets, but you're definitely reaching. You're reaching, G. It's not Taj Gibson. His ass can't guard. He ain't getting targeted. I mean, if he is, it happens.
Yeah, but whatever. I want to move on for the Lakers. One last thing before we leave it today. Again, I didn't want to do too long of an episode today, but the Brooklyn Nets. Does anybody care that they've won 10 games in a row?
That shit fire.
Like,
but
does
it's
anybody realize? Go ahead.
It also just reminds me, last year, don't forget, before KD went down, there was a 1 seed in the East. I mean, with them, it's just really about if they can maintain this health and they can go into the postseason with momentum and health. That shit that happened last year in the first round was fluky as hell. It won't happen again. It's just this team without Ben Simmons. Now you add this guy who's kind of been underwhelming, but he's still working his way back and he still has time to get there. But if you look at what they were doing last year, they were pretty much literally the same. They were literally the top of the Eastern Conference. KD was playing MVP ball and MVP talks. Kyrie was doing his thing. I'm gonna they traded hard, but I think they still need to get rid of some of the smaller guys. You get rid of like a Cam Thomas. You get rid of some of the guys they make and get you another wing, a Kuzma or another big, and they'd be fire. But this next team, the talent is there. They just need the momentum and the health heading into the postseason, and they'll be fine. Won't be nothing like last year. I don't think the Celtics would even want to see them again with this type of momentum. But yeah, they're legit.
No, KD's been balling. Kyrie has been balling. I think more needs. Obviously, I think you kind of get quote unquote bored with it because like you've seen KD for so long. But I think more needs to be spoken about what KD has done this season. I mean, KD is shooting 56% from the field.
Ooh, and that's on mostly jumpers, bro.
This is his highest percentage ever. It has to be.
Well, mostly jumpers.
This is his highest percentage ever, and he's 34 years old. I mean, I think more needs to be made about what he's doing. Kyrie is balling. Fucking TJ Warren has been an incredible addition for the Brooklyn Nets. Nick Claxton.
Yeah, bro. He had a throwback game a couple nights ago.
Yeah, like TJ Warren's been good. Royce O'Neal's been great. Like they have a lot of guys who have been really, really good for this team. And man, like when I look at them, I'm looking at them, and I mean, Philly is also a team we got to start talking about too. Philly is really, really good. But when I look at the Nets, I'm like, who can't they beat? And everybody said they need to add like another big. Do they really? Like, they really like what bigs are you really gonna be playing besides like Embiid? And if Embiid gonna score 60 points every game and we lose, I guess you gotta guard me too.
I guess, but sometimes I feel like the smaller, like the Patty Mills, Cam Thomas, a lot of the little guys they have, Seth Curry, sometimes they can be liabilities out there and they kind of hijack the offense with the 3. But I feel like they have enough of that already with the Joe Harris's and with the Kyrie bring to the table. They could get rid of some of that. They're already like let's say if you have like a team rating, they probably have like a I don't know, a 90 plus in 3-pointer. You could bring some of that down and get it somewhere in toughness and rebounding. And like you said, somebody who does little things and still produce on offense, kind of. I think that would really, really put them over the top, like Kyle Kuzma, Miles Turner. I don't know whoever else is out there on the market. That could really help them a lot.
Getting them Miles Turner or Kuzma is like a lot though. How much you giving up for it?
You got to be able to leverage. I mean, I feel like if you're the Nets, you are in win now mode. You kind of want to go all out. So you might even want to trade some future first round picks. They have a couple in stock that you can get rid of. If the Pacers looking to maybe tank or whoever else might be looking to tank, toss them a Seth or whoever in some first round picks. Going from there, maybe even like a Rui. He just had a 30-point game. He's looking good as of late. But if you could bring in just some more, just something, maybe an extra. I mean, actually, maybe if TJ Warren keeps this up, maybe we don't need to do this. But I just think they should look into the market for something to help out. But
that's fair. Business type. That's fair.
those growing trees. So hopefully they should be active in the market.
But
Get
again,
some. They go all out win now.
but
I
but
think
but go ahead.
I just think every team that's contending right now should do whatever they can to try to win this whole thing because it's not no team is standing out that much to where it's like, oh shit, like, oh, we probably won't win this year because we know they'll beat us. I don't think any team is really looking at any contending teams are looking at them, looking at the standings and looking at their opponent every night in and night out. And where's the matchup where it's like, oh damn, we know for sure we won't beat this team. So right now, I think all front offices who are of contending teams, they should go out and they should trade for somebody right now and make a move and try to win for this. And I think the Nets are on the top of that list of teams who should be on the market looking for making small tweaks, small improvements before the trade deadline, so you can really shake some shit up. And Kevin Durant bring home his third ring would be fucking amazing. I might cry
Why would you cry?
because he'll be fired, bro. All the shit he been through and all the talk everything everybody been saying. You can't win without this. Can't win without these people. You can't. You won't come back from your Achilles. The Nets are done. Kevin Durant not that good. He can't win without like, bro. It would be absolutely amazing.
Fair.
It would be like amazing, G.
I'm not mad at that. I just don't think that the Nets. I'm not one of those people that think the Nets have to have another big. I'm not mad if they get one, but I'm not one of the people that just. When I look at the East, who the fuck you got to guard outside
You
of
want to have
Embiid?
a body. You want to have a. I want to have a body for Bam. I want to have a body for Embiid. I want to have a body for Giannis. I want to have a body for these guys. I want to have somebody who can go in and absorb 5 fouls a game, and I don't give a fuck if you foul out. Type.
Again,
You kind of.
I'm not mad at that. I just think all of that can be countered by the fact you have to guard me too.
What you mean? You said wait.
Again, like yes, if you Embiid, you talk about 5 fouls for
Mm-hmm.
Embiid, yes, all that's it. But now Harden got to go out there and guard Kyrie Irving. Somebody got to guard Kevin Durant. Somebody got to guard TJ Warren. Y'all got to guard
That's
us
right.
too.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
right.
don't I just don't think it's as big of a deal as people make it. But yes, I do get it. Like yes, it would make them more balanced, and if they can get one without having to give up too much, by all means do it. But I'm just saying, I'm just like y'all got to guard us too. And it's to me, it's like nobody that I can see that you really think that as like a true big that's really out there trying to go out there and get 35 is really Embiid. And if Embiid gonna score 60 a game every time and we lose a series because Embiid average 45, all right, bro.
Gee, Giannis, even to Jared Allen, bro. Like I don't want to have Jared Allen figure out to get a 20-20 game or 10-20 game on us in the playoffs because we don't have the size to combat that. Like you got to be ready for shit like that. I don't
The
want I
thing
don't want
about
I don't want to lose a playoff game because we got out rebounded by a big front court like the Cavs or something like that. It's too easy of a fix.
but did you see the Nets Cavs game? It didn't really make a difference.
I did, but that's a series is different. You never know
Yes.
how you can lose.
No facts. The series is different. Also, shout out Darius Garland. Love Darius Garland. He was balling that game. To me, at a point, they didn't really have nothing for Darius Garland. He was arguably at times the best player on that court. KD did foul out in that game. Probably a lot of it was trying to rebound and do things like that. So no, I feel you. I get it all. I completely understand. If you could do me a favor, talk about the Nets real quick. Talk about the Pelicans real quick.
Oh, but the Pelicans. Geez, Zion Williamson. What 43 last night? And the funniest thing, just absolutely just dominant. Doing his thing, what you would expect from a number one pick. Zion Williamson is living up to the superstar trajectory that he had pretty much ever since we first laid eyes on him at this first Ball His Life highlight tape back in damn near what is it, his early freshman years of high school. Zion Williamson is living up to the hype. They are doing this without Brandon Ingram. They're getting great production from their young guys, Dyson Daniels, Jose Alvarado, CJ McCollum, not a young guy, but CJ McCollum producing, being a max player. I'm just saying the Pelicans, Zion Williamson is living up to the superstar trajectory. They're killing.
Did you see the game last night?
I didn't see the game, but I did see like the highlights from it.
I think
43.
I think Zion is stepping in. We always, me and the group chat is discussing too about who's next after like LeBron and like who is gonna be like I don't know like that guy for the league. Are we gonna go back into like he said Harden just off again? Teddy, bro, love you, bro. You have been incredible today, bro. Thank you so much. Harden going back to Houston, be low key genius. I
I think
mean,
that was just a marketing strategy, G.
it would. Like pick Houston does got a whole bunch of picks. Like, yeah, but like,
I
I'm
think
kind of cool.
I think he's just letting them Philadelphia niggas know, like, yo, y'all don't want to
I
give me
can go somewhere else.
Yeah, I have other options. I will walk away and y'all will end up trading Ben Simmons and everything else I traded for me is for nothing. It just kind of, even though I'm not gonna lie, a Harden reunion and this is the thing about it, a Harden reunion in Houston will be kind of fire to me. Even though I'm
As
not
long
sure.
as he don't hijack everything.
I mean, I think Kevin Porter for sure up out of there, or somebody for sure. I mean, I just want to make him a 6 man. It will be fire, but I think that was just a move. Like, yo, just let y'all, hey, just in case y'all don't want to come right this summer with money wise, I do have other options, and I will be looking at other shit.
Can't walk away. But me and the homies in the group chat always have like this discussion, like, yo, who can be quote unquote next after LeBron? Like, who can like hold the league? I think Zion could do it.
Now that his body's in good condition and he transferred all that fat to muscle, I don't see why not.
I think Zion can do it. One thing that I do like about Zion recently is when he came in the league, I thought he would be a much better defender than what he was initially. But a lot of the highlights I see are him making an impact on defense and getting into offensive situations. Like even last night when you had to dunk and you had to steal, like I like to see him competing on that end of the floor because I think that is the end of the floor where he can be extremely valuable with that size and that speed and that athletic ability. I think he can be extremely valuable being a help defender. Like if Draymond can be a good help defender, motherfucker, you can be a good help defender. There's no damn reason you can't be. So, but no, I like I like Zion's personality. Like even when he started talking about currency and that, and like I like Zion's personality. I think he could actually be one of the guys who can like hold the league up. And again, the Pelicans gonna have a chance to win. They got picks on picks on picks on picks on picks. Consistency that they have picks. They got the Lakers pick this year. What if they get Wembyana?
That should not happen.
What if they do? I'm just saying.
Nah,
and also they have picks to trade. Like let's say you want to package these picks to get something else. You can also do that. I can see New Orleans has a really, really good team. And that now New Orleans is a team I can definitely see in the conference finals. I believe in New Orleans way more than what I believe in the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies give me second round vibes. New Orleans is the team. I can definitely see a world where the conference finals is Clippers versus Pelicans or Nuggets versus Pelicans, something like that. I can definitely see that happening. I can definitely foresee a world where that happens.
I'm not mad at that. This
or
team
even
is
Warriors versus Pelicans or some shit like that. I can definitely see a world where that happens.
But yeah, Zion he might start this All-Star game. But yeah, I think it was funny. Did you see D'Angelo Russell's comments?
Yeah.
That brother was hurt. That brother was hurt. For real, man.
Man up, son. Man up, son.
Man, you can't compete with, I mean, you gotta play, bro. I mean, you play football, you won't let me touch him. Oh my God. I'm D'Angelo Russell, he better than me.
Man said that you are really part of the ungrateful Laker fan side.
I'm not part. How am I ungrateful? Explain to me how the hell I'm ungrateful.
Here's the thing about Lakers fans, right? Y'all don't really know struggle outside of this past decade. So it's like when y'all have a couple, like y'all really think y'all supposed to win every single year. That's not usually how it works. Lakers fans and Bulls fans that were born in the 90s have the same issue. For whatever reason, the Bulls fans think the Bulls are some historic franchise. No, you had 10 great years. You had 10 really cool years. And then you were back to being the Chicago Bulls that you always were before you got gift wrapped Michael Jordan.
I wouldn't consider myself ungrateful, Jay. I just like to keep it real. I'm sorry, people don't like that, but I just call it how it is.
Fair. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here today?
We'll talk about the Killian Hayes fight real quick. I mean, it was funny.
The fight.
Mean, he hit that man upside his
really
head.
Do you think he actually knocked? First of all, why is somebody always fighting in Detroit? What is up with the Detroit energy?
It wasn't in my.
Why is somebody always fighting, bro?
They mad as hell, G. I don't know.
Every season there's an incident in Detroit.
They mad and they young. This wasn't one of my top 5 fights of the last 5 years, but it was kind of entertaining.
No, the best fight of the past 5 years is when Chris Paul and Rondo got to hooking. That shit is incredible, G. That shit is incredible. When Chris Paul and Rondo got to hooking,
that was amazing.
That's the best fight. That is the best NBA fight in a very long time.
It was a really good game too.
It was a great game.
Harden was cooking and LeBron was doing his thing.
Harden was whooping Brandon Ingram ass. That's why the whole fight started, because Harden was whooping Brandon Ingram ass.
Very fun game, G. Like that's probably one of my favorite games / fights over the last 5-6 years. That shit was dope.
But no, Killian Hayes got pushed
Brandon
out of
Ingram
bounds.
came all the way back from the back of the play to get
From
it.
Brandon Ingram was at half court after he got attacked for pushing Harden. Harden didn't even do nothing. He was just whooping his
Long
ass.
ass arm ass
That was
boy.
about Harden 35th point. Brandon Ingram couldn't take that shit no more. Pushed him, call a tech. Brandon Ingram comes
Was
running
also doing
all the way
that.
from half court.
Stop, bro. Don't act like Harden wasn't doing that bullshit. Players don't like that ref baiting shit, bro. Like
No,
if
he
you
was
playing
whooping
against
his
somebody,
ass.
bro. No, bro. You don't like that. You don't like you getting hooked all game and you getting all like, bro.
He was
Eventually, it's like,
whooping
yo,
his
fuck this
ass.
nigga, bro.
He was
No,
whooping his
a
ass.
couple calls probably went in Harden's favor. That probably shouldn't have went in his way. And then that shit get to your head, bro. It's like, fuck you, bro. I'm about to slap the shit out you because you on bullshit. You're not really cooking me.
Today's Grizzly when 2010 Bulls supposed to be. I mean, I think the Bulls were that. They just somebody got hurt. But yes, I agree. And again, Happy New Year, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, Teddy. You were incredible today, man. Love you. Thank you for the support that you've shown us throughout the years, brother. Really appreciate that. But yes, no, that fight was hilarious, though. Like, stole that man's, bro. Clocked that man. How many games do you think he gets for this?
How many? Who? Wagner or Killian Hayes?
Killian Hayes. That's because who the fuck is wearing purple? Who the fuck is about to put on some purple? Yeah, you're gonna see a boy. They get the cooler colors, it's black and red. Yeah. So
I don't think it was that bad. I mean, I say 5 to 10.
yeah, it's fair. 5 to 10. I didn't think it was that bad either. It wasn't. I mean, it was. He definitely threw a punch, which is an automatic like 5-game suspension. But it wasn't that big of a deal to me. Like it wasn't like it was a melee out there. I've seen worse on a basketball court. I've seen worse.
That's why I love basketball, bro. Emotions get to flying, G. Fighting happens. As we saw, example, Jordan Poole, Draymond. Emotions get to flying, swinging happy.
That was different, G. That was different.
It's happy. It's
by the way,
part of the game, bro.
By the way, I'm telling you, the Warriors road record so bad because they don't hang out on the road. They can't be hanging out on the road. I'm not hanging out with you, do me.
Wait, who not hanging out with who? I know Wiseman for some reason at lunch table by himself. I know that for a fact.
They don't hang out. They can't hang out on the road. They cannot be hanging out. That's why the road record is so bad. They're not hanging out together. It gotta be. That's my only explanation for that.
I think it's that, and they just got they got the championship target on their back. Like, I mean, the arenas jumped up, like extra attendance. Orlando Magic probably sell like, I don't know, just a guess. They probably at 20,000 capacity. Probably sell usually maybe 15, 14,000. The Warriors there sold out. This game is circled on the other team's schedule. Everybody got to go harder.
The Lakers game they played the other day was the arena record for people coming. They said it on the broadcast. I think they sold. It was like 19,000 there. That's the record.
For who?
What's up?
For what? Which game was the record?
The Lakers game that they just played.
Oh, for the Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's just the Warriors. Oh yeah, they got that back. They targeting their back, and the motivation probably just ain't there, and they just aren't as good. They can't retaliate to it as well as they used to. Klay Thompson can't retaliate on the road the way he used to be able to. The legs ain't there no more. Draymond, you feel me? You feel me? He can't do much on offense. He might get you a couple assists, rebound. It ain't.
Klay Thompson can't retaliate.
He can't retaliate the way he used to be able to, G. He can't burn 3 threes in your head.
I'm naming that episode that Klay Thompson can't retaliate the way he used to. That shit's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious, dog. That was funny. You said 3 hilarious, 2 hilarious. That was hilarious. And you said Bryce can go to IMG. That shit was fucking hilarious. You know what the Academy is, bro. That shit is not in Cleveland.
And the Luke Walton shit. Oh, no?
That shit ain't no fucking Cleveland, bro. That shit is in goddamn Florida, nigga. That shit is in Florida, bro. Shit, Bryce can go to That's hilarious. But I think we can leave it there for today. Like I said, man, Happy New Year to all y'all. Please be safe. Don't drink and drive. Uber. Be safe. Like I said, I hope you all had a incredible Christmas. And yeah, man, until next time. Joe, get your plug in.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. This is a pretty funny episode. Also, the Luke Walton, Ben Simmons. That was the funniest. That one too. I wasn't expecting to compare him to Ben Simmons on this pod. But yeah, this is a funny episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. Last pod before the new year ends. For this year ends and the new year begins. Wish y'all the best. Shout out to Teddy Hart. Appreciate you, man. Give us an ad on Twitter. Make sure I follow you myself. We talk some hoops on there. But yeah, give me on Twitter at the Jolts. Instagram Joe R Wilson. Thank y'all. Stay up. We out.
Peace.